Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. So we're gonna do some work again on the old tractor here. 2N, 9N. I don't know what it is now because this is like that pin that came out is like from a 9N. So it looks like it's like a 9N front end, 2N motor. Who knows what the back is? She's a mix mash, but anyways, we got that front radiator support thing. Looks brand new, doesn't it? I know, it looks so nice. Cleaned it all up, gave her a sandblast after I got all the goo off it, and primed it and painted it. She come out pretty nice, looks like brand new. So super awesome, but I know the radiator supports are a little bit bent here. You can see that, so it might need a little tweaking. I want to mount it to the radiator just upside down and see how off it is, but it's probably going to be off a bit. But anyways, couple things to discuss here. And remember the big gap I had in here? Well, I got the bushing in there, and I got a whole bunch of little shims that I made out of some copper plate, and I jammed them in there and jammed them in there and jammed them in there until they were nice and tight. And then I got some black silicone and squirted that in to any little voids. So she's pretty solid now. She's pretty good actually. Should be all right. Some of you I know we're saying JB Weld, but I'd be worried about that breaking. I don't know if I can get a good shot here for you. I'll be worried about that breaking a little better. Worried about that breaking with the, you know, the movements and, you know, the ups and downs and the bangings. It would probably break that out. So I got some little copper shims cut. I'll show you the sheet of stuff I actually had. It worked pretty good. And the pin, now yeah, this is actually from a 9N. This is one of the original 9N pins. Can't believe that, but so that's in like a 9N front end. I'm kind of thinking that sort of makes sense, and this is a 2N tractor because all the 9Ns come with those I-beam radius rods, right? So 9N front end mounted to the 2N tractor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But anyways, that's all right. I don't care. That's right. Pin. This was the pin I just got, and you can see my modification to it to make it a little longer. And that should fit in there. There's supposed to be a little wiggle though, because you are supposed to have a bit of movement for some grease or whatever in there. I know one of you said, don't grease that, it wears out faster. Well, yeah, it might, but I'm not putting on like 5 million kilometers a year on this thing, right? So, but now this one, as you can see, it comes with a little hole in it where this this bolt goes down through. See the point on it? And you capture that little guy and snug her down with that. Now, I'm not going to do that with this one because how do you get that in there and get that perfectly lined? Because I gotta hammer this in here, and it's a tight fit, you know. It's meant to be like that. So I think I'm gonna get it in, get it where I want it, and I'm gonna put that bolt back in and just tighten her down and go from there, I think. So, but yeah, normally that would kind of sandwich into that little hole there, right? But I think they must have had some kind of a wrench or something that went in there, and they could maybe turn it if they had to, because how do you get that bang on perfectly straight where that's going to hit perfectly off, like perfect? It's just not going to happen. So but anyways, oh, if I can get back up. So I cleaned up the front of the oil pan too. It's probably going to get all covered in goo again because it does need a seal there. But oh, in order to replace that seal, which I should be doing now, you got to take this whole front end off again, obviously, to get that thing to drop down, to get the pan to come off. It's kind of a silly design, but like I say, I'm not going to be putting a lot of miles on her, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. But anyways, that's all the new cleaned up stuff anyways. Seemed to be pretty good. So yeah, this, you know, this thing had that that round thing and then that little thing where the bolt went through, so you bolt it that way. I just took the plasma and cut her off as much as I could, and then took it to the grinder, and I think I'm still a little bit wide in a couple of spots, but I think she'll hammer in and be all right. So hopefully this is going to work on that. Should still be good. And yeah, now of course, you know, we're starting to lose our light. Like don't know if you can see the sun there, but it's like getting down already. So I got a nice little light set up above us here. So when she gets dark, ba-ding! Looky there, nice little light. And I just set it up real quick with some of those little magnet with the hooks on them. And then to the little chain, run the cord into the shed. Away we go. We got light. Let there be light. So, what do we got to do? I'm going to open this up a bit more here. I want to take this in and kind of fit it to the new radiator, make sure everything seems all right. If I have to, I'm going to have to, I guess, put that in the vise and then see if I can bend her straight. One is actually going one way, one's actually going the other way. This one's bent going in, this one's kind of going out. So, I don't know if those are supposed to be perfectly flat there or what, but I'll take her in and try her out. Alright, let's see what's going to happen here. I just want to kind of rough fit it the way it should be sitting. So that's the front, this is the back side of the radiator. I don't know, I think it's going to be alright. I did kind of straighten the one a little bit. That it will affect where it sits under the hood. I mean, if I have to, I guess I could probably pinch this side in the vise and just kind of bend her out a little bit. That would be a lot easier to do that now, so before it's mounted in the tractor. So I'm just going to try to use a piece of cardboard here to kind of not scratch it all up now. If this will work. So that needs to get bent. Oh, hang on, I better make sure. Boy, that one doesn't... I think it's got to come out a bit. So let's see if I can even do this with this. The weight of this thing, it shouldn't take much to bend it, I wouldn't think, but... Oh, I missed it. I missed the vise altogether. How did I do that? I don't know if I'm doing anything or just pulling the bench over. Okay, let's the radiator again and see if that's still mounted in the right spot. Yeah, should do, I think. I'm not going to get too crazy about it. The thing is, when I put the hood on, it's probably not going to sit right. But those probably got bent from someone hitting something. You know, the front's not the greatest looking thing on there, so yeah, I think that'll be alright. That piece come out pretty nice though, didn't it? I'm pretty happy with that. Now I know you guys have been saying, oh, you gotta do the rest of the tractor too. No. I don't really want to. Oh yeah, and this is the copper sheet that I cut little with a box cutting knife, just with a straight edge, and then just bend, break, jam them in. Work good. Should be alright. Hopefully it's good. Anyways, well, let's go see if we can get that pin drove back into there. I probably should try to clean out some of this paint in here. Might make it a little easier going together. Alright, so here's hoping that she all goes back together, right? So, I want to talk a little more about this pin. If I had a lathe, I would have made my own. It's like, how much was it? Like a 1/2 millimeter less than 1 3/4 inches, this stuff. It's like, wow, that's pretty darn precise. But I've also got, grinding that thing off, I've got, it's actually about 1/8 longer now, so that's good. But this thing is interesting. Let's look at this a little bit closer. So that piece that they put on there, they actually machined it a bit smaller, fit it on with like, so there's like a little flange or something that sits on, and then they welded it from the inside. So even if I just, cut that piece right off, it still wouldn't work. So I thought I was going to grind her down, so I ground her down and drove on. Okay. This part I'm not really looking forward to. Only because I bet you I'm going to have problems with it, like binding up on the other side. I bet you something's gonna happen here with this. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this part. And yeah, that part cleaned up pretty good though. That took a lot of parts washing. Get the layers of goo and oily, mucky dirt stuff off. But we got her. We did get her. So, all right, I'm going to start driving this. I guess I'm going to put some kind of lube on it. This is like a nickel-based anti-seize stuff. Maybe just the one side. Oh, just give her, bud. Holy. That right there sounded like a motorcycle or something that somebody shouldn't have been doing something with, because it didn't sound very good. Dude, just leave it alone. Okay. I just want to drive this in until I get it started. And somehow I'm going to have to try to hold it up on the other side here. So this thing, I know some of you were saying, oh, don't lube that. But you know what? Like I say, I'm not putting a lot of miles on her. I'm going to be in the field and on a trailer. It might do a bit of garden work here for me. That's probably going to be about it. So I might as well lube her up. Now, this is going to be the hard part here. Let's see if we got you in a good spot. Oh, make sure you put it on the right way too, right? Okay, so I got a long way to go with that. That's interesting. What keeps that from sliding back, I guess, when you have the radius rods on? Huh. Interesting. And it's tight thin. I shouldn't have to worry about it coming out. Okay, I think we're good here now. Oh, it's rolling away on me. Don't be doing that. Okay, I'm just about ready to come through to the other side of that bracket. And hopefully she's all good. A little bit more to go here yet. Try to get this guy on here now. Kind of mushroomed it over a little bit, but that's all right. Now I left this a little bigger here where I ground that off, so hopefully now I'm driving her in and tightening her on real good. Or just mushrooming it over more. I think that's honestly all I'm going to get. Should have ground a little bit more off of that, but she's in now. I'm not taking her out now. And I put it on backwards. No, I'm just kidding. I think I got it right. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. Now the fun begins. Now we got to try to line that thing up. Oh. Try to line it up and mount it back to that oil pan. All right, I figured it's maybe just as easy to mount up those radius rods back to their holders there again and get things a little better lined up that way. But I think the jack's gone down a little bit on this jack here because we're a little bit off down in here. I'm gonna have to go up a little bit with the jack. So we can do that. Hopefully. And we can hopefully get a bolt in. Yeah, we need to come up a little bit. There's a fair bit of movement there. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't remember that before doing that. But like I say, those radius rods should keep that where it should be. Maybe I got up a little bit more. And I think I can get one here. That's good, and we'll get a nut on this one, hopefully. Our Jubilee, my stepdad's Ford Jubilee, we got one of those too. I didn't know if you guys knew that. He wanted to change his fan on his, so he got a puller fan instead of the pusher fan. And this fan here, I don't know, it's been hit too, like this. One blade's all, see how it's bent? And it's actually bent it here, I think, but if I try to straighten that, it's almost touching the distributor down there, so I need to actually bend the whole thing. But he gave me his old pusher. It's a 4-blade, bigger blade, so I think I'm going to switch that to that guy. All right. So we got another one on this side, I guess. We're pretty close here. I think we're pretty much bang right on. So that's good. I got a bunch of tightening to do here. Shut up, geese. I don't like geese. And once I get those tight, oh yeah, we're a lot tighter now. That's good. I am happy. I didn't get this pin in as far as I'd like, though. I don't think it's going to make a problem there. But I should have ground a little more off, but I mushroomed it a bit. I was hitting her, and there's no other way to, you know, it's not like there's a, shut up, geese. More it is. There's nothing inside here to kind of push on instead of the outside, so I think I mushroomed her a little bit, but that's alright. I think she'll be a lot snugger though. Should be good. Okay, I'm going to get all these mounted in, tightened up, and then we'll check her out. Alright, well, we'll lock her in, I guess, with this bolt thingy. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, we're not locking her into that because, I guess because the other one had a hole in it. This is such a deep hole, or a point on there, she's not even going to thread in there, so. Ooh. The best thing I can do there is shorten that guy, I guess, a bit, or drill a hole in there. I don't really want to put a drill bit down in there though, because one, I don't know how hard that pin is, and two, I don't want to mess up the threads that this thing threads into, so I think I'm just going to try to shorten that guy a bit, and actually probably a flatter spot would be better to push down in there anyway, so I'm going to go alter this. Okay, I think that'll work a little better. Now let's get you in a bit tighter here. There we go. Okay. Should have actually probably chased out those threads in there, but I think we'll be all right. I never did chase those threads out. That basically should keep the pins from moving. It's pretty flat in there now. I crank her down. Fine threads, eh? So it takes like 3 years to go ½ an inch. I love fine threads on these things. That seemed pretty good. I just want to make sure that's not tight. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. I'll just snug this down so that thing can't back out. Good. Holy cow, she's solid now. Well, we got to give her the test though, don't we? we got to take off those radius rods, I guess, again, and see how much play we've got now. Shouldn't be too much. It's all good now, I think. Anyway, she should hopefully be good. Okay, I'm gonna pull off this radius rod, and these need a bit of work too. They studs come right out. That's not super good, really. Wow, this thing's just sat here, and it seems to be more oil leaking out just from sitting here. I don't know if that's such a good thing or not. Okay, so that one's out. Fun stuff, here we go. See how much play we got now. I think the top one was already here, but the bottom just pulled the stud out too. Only probably because there's a bunch of goo on the threads and it's just going to pull that out because it's easier for it, right? Got enough fine threads. Takes all day to go a mile. Fuel mileage on fine threads is terrible. Okay, so hopefully there we go. Just gonna put that nut back on there. Okay, so last time I let this out, ooh, that's much better. Remember last time I let it out, it just kind of went oof, and it fell like a foot and a half. But we're good, I think. Oh yeah, we're good now. Okay, let's back these up here a bit, and we'll do the motion movement test here. Alright, you guys remember how much that moved last time, right? It's sitting there right now on its own. It's not moving very much. So that's good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's way, way, way better. I got a lot of play on these pins here though. And it's probably the bolts that go through, hopefully. If it's the housing, I'm pretty much screwed. But I don't know why that wore out like that, because it technically doesn't really do anything there. Let's get these in a bit tighter there too. I mean, it doesn't really do anything there, but maybe because the other one wore out, it wore these out. There's a fair bit of play there, but there's no play back and forth that way, which is good. So I'm thinking it probably because this whole piece was rotating. That's snug now there. Beautiful. So that thing's moving a little bit. I just moved that right there only because it's not attached to the radius rods, right? Once they're on, we should be good. Yeah, we should be fine. So, okay, that is good. Makes me happy. Now, I wouldn't mind changing this fan tonight too while we're kind of here. Those are pretty small. Ooh. Kind of looks like that one's a little stripped too. So I gotta go get my socket set though. And surprisingly enough, these don't look like original bolts in here. Where am I going to get you guys? Hang on a sec. I got to get you somewhere better here. Okay, not a super great spot, but you're there. It looks like someone's messed around with different bolts on this too. It looks like it anyways. I believe these ones are far too long. Far too long. Sort of fine threaded. Okay, so in this one here, I think it was like bigger or something. I might not even be able to get in there. But I think these bolts are too long. Or they're supposed to have a nut on the back too, but boy, this is a lot nicer doing this. Must say, with the hood and stuff off. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got her stuck. Nope, we're good. Oh, it's like I just can't turn it by hand. Holy jumping. Well, I got him. 10 mil here. I can get on it. Oh, I love the ratchet wrenches. Oh my goodness, let go, will ya? Oh my goodness, let go. There we go. This looks like the proper one because it's just barely coming out the back, right? And they're probably a standard, so that's probably 7/16. Yep. Oh my gosh, eh? There's a lot of this tractor, stuff on this tractor where it was just like, just make her work. Just get it to work. This one even has like a lock washer or something on it. But they weren't loose, so, you know, that's pretty good. We'll flip this new fan on here too. We're going with less blades. I do realize that, but they're bigger blades, so it should actually potentially move either the same amount of air or maybe even a little more. I don't know, it's hard to say. Hopefully it's all right in that. This one's going to fight me to the end. I don't think I can get the ratchet in there. Nope. And this one's going to fight me right to the end, but anyways. Holy jumping. Just tight enough to hold on. So that's good, that front end's a lot tighter now. I feel a bit better taking that wow, that's the one that's a little stripped, I think. Oh, we're good. I feel better taking this splitting this tractor with this front end a little bit more solid. That was I think going to be a bad deal there with that. Oh, come on, can one just come out nice for me? Not start binding up? No, why would we do that? Oh my goodness, we got it, I think. You know, could get this out and straighten it and stuff, but he had this other one. I'm like, oh well, I'll just remove that one. So there we go. She's off. There's some original paint in there, I believe. I don't know if you can quite see that. Junk. Okay, let's see, this new one gonna work? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh no, it's not gonna work. Oh, something's wrong here. It's close, but the one blade is hitting on that bolt. Must be a little bent or something. I might get a little bent again here in a second. I don't know if that did anything. But so that spins, it's just missing that bolt. For some reason that one hits it. Doesn't look any different to me. Wow, that's weird. Now, depending on where this is going to sit, shouldn't make a difference where the axle sits actually. It's still going to hit on that. Ooh, I'm glad I seen that and not just fired it up. It's pretty close there, but this one doesn't seem to do that. So we might have to try to straighten this one again. And this one's quite a piece away from it. Must be different. It's, I think, thicker on the thing here. Oh, quite a bit. Let's go have a look at that inside here. So that's not even going to work. So yeah, you can see right there the difference. That's a lot longer than the neck on that one. So that's not so good. Well, I guess I'll have to try my best to straighten that one. And I'll have to work at it, but well, that's too bad. That's a pretty sweet looking fan, but this one I got it off. Now I can straighten it, maybe sandblast it and paint it. Why the frig not, eh? So, but at least I know that one will fit. But yeah, you can see the neck is definitely longer. Interesting, eh? There you go. Alright, I think I got her straightened not too bad. It's not going to hit the distributor there now anyways, as much as it was wanting to. A bit short. That one's good. That one's off a bit more. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. See, right there it was wanting to kind of hit, right? I think that'll be all right. So I might take that and sandblast that, paint her up and stuff. You can see some of the original gray down in there, I believe anyways. So yeah, that should be good. I'll paint that up though. I didn't even think of checking that neck on that other one, but anyways. You can see someone's definitely slabbered some paint on there at one time. There's a pretty good run on her there, so I'll do a better job than that though, get her cleaned up and then sandblast her. But holy cow, there we go. We got the front end back together, making me happy. Except I'm not crazy about that jack I got back there. It was kind of, well, maybe I didn't jack it right up, I can't remember now. But this one definitely let down a little bit, so I'm not too crazy on that. But once we split her, what I'm going to do is somehow block up these front wheels and leave this guy here, split it, undo all the bolts, get it ready to split, and then drag it backwards. It'd be a lot easier to pull the back end apart, I think, rather than trying to steer all this crap for putting it back together too. You know, you got these big tires you can pull on, right? And out she goes. So, but yeah, there we go. Awesome. She's back together and solid. She's sitting there pretty good, actually. Now, mind you, I haven't let off this jack pressure yet, but giving it a pull there, I can tell it's definitely way better, way better. So, but sweet, there we go. Anyways, I guess that's about it for today. I guess our next step, I might pull that starter off. It might make it a little bit easier to separate. I just don't know if I got to take this silly tap off of there. Might not have to, but we'll see. Anyways, But I'll maybe just pull that off now and put it off to the side kind of thing. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart on me. They're hard to put back together. But anyways, I guess that's it for today. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the tractor repair series a little bit at a time here and there. And got the radiator support ready to rock again. Should be all good. I'm going to have to also as well, maybe through the winter or something, I'll pull that gas tank out of there because it's definitely got a weep somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it or just have to replace it too. I hope not, because they're like $350 US for one of them. So anyways, we'll try our best. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. I figured I'd film us taking the starter off here. Doesn't look like it's going to be fun because someone kind of stripped that there, but I'm kind of getting an 11 onto it here. Although I think it's supposed to be a 7/16. The one on the inside wasn't bad, but this one's not so good. Ooh, it's turned. Ooh, that's good. Now, the thing is, they don't thread in too far. You gotta watch this thing doesn't fall apart on you. That one's out. Oh! Bonus footage, sweet. Everybody loves bonus footage. Okay, I think she's ready to come out. Mostly. Oh, don't fall apart on me. There we go. So you gotta watch this doesn't fall apart on you, because it will. It will fall apart on you and you will be crying the blues because it's hard to get those brushes back together. So it looks pretty good in there though. You don't want to spin this thing down because then it won't, yeah, just leave her alone. I'm going to just set her down here. Out of the way. Alright, and let's have a look inside here if we can see the ring gear. Oh, it looks pretty good. And I can almost see the clutch. Well, there we go. Stay tuned. We're going to be splitting this guy soon here. I'm really not looking forward to it because it's going to cost me a lot of money. But anyways, there we go. Thanks again for watching again. We'll catch you all later. And you guys have a good day.